Hello there. Can you hear me okay? Let me know if not. Hi, Britt. Welcome to Saturday Night Live. Hi, Melinda. Hello, Lisa. I don't recognize your profile pic. Are you new or have you changed your photo? We have some Lisas that join. Oh, great. Is this the first time you've joined one of my live streams? Hi, Summer. Welcome. Thank you. In my coaching calls on Zoom, there's been some issues with the audio. So, yeah, checking on that. Awesome. Hi, Dawn. Thank you for the feedback, for joining in, those who have been with me a long time and those who are new. Hi, Jay. We've got already a number of long-timers. I appreciate everyone equally, and also always nice to see all of you. Hi, J.E. Great. I think I see Daisy, or someone with daisies in their profile. So, I have not been live as much this week, which makes it even more delightful to join you. It's always delightful, and also that. I have been busy with my coaching business. I'm a spiritual life coach, a Reiki Master Teacher, and intuitive. Been busy in creation, expansion. Yeah, so it's great. I've been very focused. I'm working with a productivity coach, and that's helping. And just, yeah, for those of us who are on this spiritual and personal development growth journey, it's always about that, right? We're always pushing our edges, being in expansion. One of my clients, who's a yoga teacher and personal trainer, was talking about micro tears. And I loved that idea because, that's how the muscles get bigger when you work out, right? These micro tears that then the body comes in and repairs or something, and then it makes them grow bigger. I'm not a personal trainer, but I think it's something like that. And how when we stretch out of our comfort zone, even small stretches are, expanding us. And yeah, I've been in a state of big comfort zone stretches, and, it all starts with small stretches. In my coaching, I always, if people are talking about a big vision that they have, or results they want to create, or goals or dreams, it's yes, great, the big vision, and also what's the next baby step? Hi, Mark. Leslie, hello. So, yeah, that's where my mind is at. And even this morning, I wanted to bring this into our space as well as something to acknowledge just on my own personal journey, and also because it may be beneficial for some of you, that this month marks 4 years sugar-free for me. I am a person in recovery from many things, alcohol and drugs being the longest standing thing that I've abstained from for over 25 years. And this month marks 4 years sugar-free, meaning sugar for me, like the addictive part of like sugar addiction for me is like ice cream is my drug of choice, and I'm being totally serious when I say that. Maybe some of you can relate. But I haven't had, any forms of sugar like that. Cookies, cakes, candies, confections, in 4 years. So I've been reflecting on that this month. I've also been looking at where I've slipped, because although I haven't had those things, so that's very clear, I have slipped in other ways, gone into some gray areas, and now I'm in a place of recommitment, coming back to, where I was 4 years ago, shoring up my bottom lines, because I've had some addictive patterns come in with carbs and things that have been similar to the sugar and also not. So so I've been reflecting on that. I was writing about it earlier. I'm going to make a post on my social media, so please follow me there, Facebook, Instagram. It'll be as a blog post on my website. This also video we're watching is going to be uploaded on my YouTube channel, so you can watch the replay and all of my replays as well. But yeah, I am going to, it's just bringing me back to like focusing on that aspect of my life and recovery, and reflecting on in my life coaching how valuable the recovery from sugar addiction, supporting others in that through coaching, has been for them and me. And so I'm going to be focusing on that moving forward in my coaching, which means for you, if you're one who identifies as somebody that has had an issue with sugar, you've been back and forth, you've been up and down, you haven't been able to create the results you want to create, and you're ready to invest time, attention, money, focus, commitment, intention, then send me a message, because I'm opening up 3 spots in my coaching roster to take on and work with new clients in sugar addiction recovery. So I just was spending like an hour writing my 4-year journey on this, so it's top of mind for me. So I'm bringing it in here. Thank you all for the congrats. And sugar is a drug. It's a very addictive drug, as addictive as cocaine. So yeah, it's very real and difficult to break, and also possible. So I want to say hello. I saw April join in. Thank you, Mackenzie. J.E. Awesome. So glad to hear that you haven't had sugar in years and that it's not an issue. Wow, that's amazing, Lisa. Congrats that you have reversed diabetes and now pre-diabetic. That is so awesome. Hi, Lori. Wow. and that you're seeing a therapist for this exact issue. It's such a real thing. And the thing about it is, it's so insidious and intrinsic in our society and in life. It's kind of like phone addiction. Technology and screen and phone addiction is so rampant. It's like almost there's some sort of like disconnect in society. It's so just everybody does it. To where it's like we don't even give a lens to it because it just seems like maybe it's too big or too much. And there are people here and there, few and far between, that have some sort of parameters around phone use. But I see like the sugar issue and the junk food and whatever as the same thing. As like, it's so rampant, it's so huge, there's so many people that are not doing anything about it because it is so difficult and it's so accepted, just like the phones, that it's almost like there's a blind eye. So when I do talk about the sugar being an issue, if people can relate, they're like, ooh, like it really hits. So I feel, this is part of my path and my purpose and responsibility. And also, too, I feel like the phone is the same thing, and maybe that's down the road, but yeah, just reflecting on all of that. For me, my own journey, the people that I have helped many people with sugar addiction recovery in the past almost 4 years of my coaching. So it's like sources saying, okay, let's bring this back front and center. It's time. People are waiting for help with this. So if that might be you, you can send me a message. Awesome. Britt, 96 days sugar-free and also reversed your prediabetes. I reversed my hypoglycemia, which is on the path to diabetes. I don't think it would be considered pre-diabetes, but maybe pre. So I had full-on hypoglycemia in my mid-30s. Like, I'm 48 now. Maybe 10, 12, 13 years ago, in my mid-30s, I was hypoglycemic because of sugar addiction, period. It wasn't any other mystical health problem. So I've totally reversed that, long gone. Yeah, so that's awesome. Britt. Hi, Laura. Hi, Nancy, Mishi, Karen. Yeah, and then I think that's part of, like, if we look at sugar, if we look at food addiction, sugar addiction, carbs, phone addiction, it's so accepted because it's so rampant. Yeah. And you've lost 20 pounds. Amazing. So the live stream wasn't planned to be this topic, and also it's here for a reason, which I always trust. So even if this is hitting at least one person of like, wow, I've been asking for a sign, this is it, then it's worth it. Hi, Friendly Paws. Hi, Sarah. Haven't seen you in a long while. So, today, and please follow me if I didn't say it, Insight Timer here. Give a donation if this space is helpful. Yeah, all that good stuff. Check out my meditations here in my premium and free tracks. And stay tuned too, because I'm going to create it might be like a hypnosis, because I am trained in rapid transformational therapy, but it might be a hypnosis around food and sugar, and that would be something that I would offer in my one-on-one coaching. So yes, Britt, I do remember that. Yes. So yeah, Britt is mentioning a time a few years ago when we were working together, and yeah, part of what they wanted to do was put the phone away like after work hours, if I remember right, and buying a lockbox, which they make those, by the way. If any of you are at a place with your relationship with your phone where you're like, this is taken over my life and something needs to change, you know, you could buy a lockbox as well. Okay. So if anyone's interested, if you do want to do that. So today we are going to do a deep dive collective card reading, and this is for the group. So I know some of you that may be new may not know how it works. I do a group reading here with cards. If you want a one-on-one reading, I don't do individual messages in the live streams. You can schedule that one-on-one with me, so reach out. Hi, Amy. Hi, Tawana. So we're going to do a collective card reading, and then we're going to do Reiki and Ancestral Clearing to close it out. And this is our weekly fun, longest running live stream series on what we call Saturday Night Live. I named it that because I do it every Saturday night in the West. Ooh, awesome, Laura. Unplugging from WhatsApp all day. You know, and I had a very profound experience a few years ago where I and this is also another, you know, something I'm going to offer when it's ready, when I'm ready, when it's time. But I went to read Seat of the Soul by Gary Zukav. I had gotten a hard copy of it. And I opened it, like I'd been reading it, but I opened to read it and I couldn't freaking read it because of the phone addiction, ADD brain, like the phone brain. For whatever reason, that past day or whatever, I just I couldn't read a freaking paragraph. Like, it was so bad. And it was this like epiphany moment of like, this is not right. Your brain is fucked from the phone and whatever it does with the brain waves and the blah blah. And I'm like, this is crazy. Like, my attention span used to be amazing and now it's nothing. So because of that moment, I went on like a 48 or 72 hour total offline and silent detox. And it was amazing. It was like I was in another world, literally. I imagine it might be the same as people that have an enlightenment experience or a spiritual awakening, to where like the world is never the same again, or the world is not the same. Kind of like Eckhart Tolle, the way he talks about it, or Rupert Spira, or Muji. It's like this in the world but not of the world, and the phone has changed our perception of reality so much because we're always like, this is reality being on that screen. And I mean, I'm not saying it's all bad. Of course, it's great. Just like food, we need food to exist, but we don't need to have the relationship if you have a dysfunctional relationship with it, or an addiction to sugar or food. You know, it's the same with the phones. It's like, yes, they're great, they're amazing, and also they're not when they're not. So I went offline And it was like I was in another existence. I was in another reality. And I don't consider myself as somebody that's like the worst phone addict in the world. Like, sure, I'm addicted, but if I were to put myself on a continuum, I'm not like, oh my, I don't, or at least unless I'm in denial, I don't think of myself as somebody that's like, but maybe I am. Maybe I'm in denial, but I feel like I have a bit of awareness to where I'm not like to an extreme level, but it's still there for sure. But even so, when I got off my phone for a few days, it was like I'm like, oh my God, like somebody that's like enlightened all of a sudden, like, oh my God, the present moment, like, wow, the trees, the things around me, like I was in a different reality. Like time slowed down. My everything changed. And actually what happened, so I allowed myself like pen and paper, like I had a journal. So, and I think I had like the Bhagavad Gita or maybe Seat of the Soul to read. So it wasn't even like I'm reading a book for 8 hours. It was like, no. And I was in this beautiful bungalow in Koh Phangan, Thailand. Like, it was amazing. It was during COVID, so everything was slowed down. But I had this download of this like digital detox coaching program. It just happened because I was writing about my experience, and I came up with this whole step-by-step process to like detox off the phone, to look at having a relationship with it to where you can use it, just but not go too far. So yeah, it was amazing. I was so creative. I had so many epiphanies and awakenings. I mean, this was a couple years ago, and I still recall it very clearly. Um, so, yeah, why was I talking about all that? Look at the attention span. No, whatever. One thing I can say that I'm proud of, I don't watch reels. I don't watch shorts. I don't watch TikTok. To me, I feel like, in whatever, I'm not judging anybody, but for me, that's crack cocaine. Like, and I have actually smoked crack cocaine more than once in my old drug addiction days. But I just have this intuitive sense, like, don't go there. It's not that I won't watch a reel if somebody, like a client sends me one or something like that, but I never just allow myself to get into that. So I think it's just some intuition I have, like I'm like, no, I'm not going there. So yeah, so seeing some comments come in, Jennifer, Laura, and Britt. Yeah, well, this all wanted to come through, so trusting it's landing for somebody, it's important. But even if we look at like, okay, excessive food or sugar consumption, emotional eating, or phone use, really what it has in common at the root is an avoidance of the present moment. For me with the sugar addiction, it was emotional. It was emotional, and then it also was physical because of the nature of sugar being physically addicting. Yeah. So, hi Tony. And I watch YouTube. I don't watch shorts. I feel like my YouTube relationship is healthy. I feel like my Facebook and Insta relationships are healthy. My Facebook really is full of positivity and like that. So yeah. So I trust that this is, landing for a reason, that somebody is meant to hear this. It's meant to make you think, maybe think about taking actions. And even before, when I was like talking about in my coaching, when I help people, create massive action in their life and massive changes in their lives, that it takes taking a baby step. So if this is resonating with you for whatever reason, I invite you to think about, what would a baby step be for you to move towards a change. It doesn't mean, you delete all your social accounts and throw away your phone, but it may mean, what would it, maybe writing a list of what it might look like for you to have a healthy relationship with your phone, or are there apps that you could completely delete, or, are there timers you could get, whatever it may be. Even just looking at what could it be, not even that you're going to do it. Or if it's sugar, like, if you were to quit, what would the first step be? What would the foods be that you would completely cut out? Even, and not saying you have to do it, but just that first step of, what would that look like, can be a huge opening. So, butterfly rain, this is resonating. Awesome. So we'll dive into the collective card reading now. Let's see. I'm looking at my decks. That's what I'm looking at. Okay. Indecision, ADD. Oh, and by the way, the other big announcement news that I'm sharing, that y'all have heard me share if you've been, is our me and my fellow Insight Timer teacher and friend Alicia Bliss. We're hosting Bali Bliss Retreat in August 2025. I've been researching venues and accommodation. We'll have clarity on where and how much. We already have date clarity, unless the venue isn't available or something, but we're super excited about having a retreat here in Bali next year. If you know me at all, Bali is my heart. I'm here right now, living here. Yeah, it'll be super fun. We'll do yoga, meditation, breath work, cacao ceremony, Reiki, Ancestral Clearing, and also Bali stuff. Bali healing ceremonies. The nature of Bali is so beautiful. It's going to be a wonderful place. And actually, yesterday, Alicia and I had a talk about the retreat. And I think we're going to make the tagline "Relax and Release," which, if you know me, you know why that's the perfect subtitle to Bali Bliss Retreat, Relax and Release, August 2025. And also, y'all, so if you follow me, you maybe even heard, I'm 99% sure I'm going back to the US for a visit very soon. And after I had the idea, I had this sudden download of, oh my God, Michael Singer, I have to go to his place in Florida. So, and I think I mentioned that too, but that was, I was telling Alicia all this, and that was so fun. And she's not going to be in the US then, but yeah, I'm going to take a trip to Temple of the Universe near Gainesville, Florida, and sit in on one of Michael Singer's talks. So I'm super excited about that fun possibility. So a card fell out. Maybe you saw it fall out as I was shuffling. This is from Work Your Light, which we use often. So before I show you the card, I want you all to kind of tune into an issue, a problem, something in your life where you don't have clarity, where you're in indecision, where you're wanting confirmation or a sign or a message. Or clarity. So I want you to tune into that, and just, you might have something that's like, oh yeah, I know the issue, like it might be clear. If not, just be open for a minute and then just let it bubble up and trust that whatever that is the thing that you're supposed to consider right now. And that this card is going to be a very clear message for you. So, does everybody have their thing before I show you? Going once, going twice. Okay. Here it is. Yes, yes, butterfly rain. You're a double yes. Just say yes. So, whatever that thing is for you, it's a clear yes. Either like yes to do the thing, or whatever, however you're feeling about it, you're right, you're spot on, you're correct. So, because it might be like, should I leave the relationship? But I really like feel so torn about it. Yes. Should I take the job offer or move across the country or go to Natalie's Bali retreat? Yes, like whatever. Is it time to let go of that toxic person? Or maybe it's a limiting belief. I'm picking up that some of you are really stuck in lack of abundance, financial, money, mindset, lower vibrational paradigms and thoughts. So maybe it's something around feeling, oh, which way do I go? Or give me clarity. So the yes is like, it's time to get the fuck out of that whole dynamic. It's time. So, woo, we've got some people that are feeling confirmed about that. Hi, EJ. Great question about the singer trip. It's crossed my mind. I'm lucky in that my family's in South Carolina, which is quite near Florida. I mean, it's a day's drive, so it's not like, yes, I'm flying across the world to go to South Carolina, but also it's not like he's in California and I'm in South Carolina. Like, it's quite accessible for me to go. But I would love it. Like, hell yeah. Like, oh my God, here's a yes. A yes to that, EJ. Yes. So I don't have my dates on my trip. And like I said, it's 99% that I'm going. That clarity is coming because there's an urgency to this. And I shared this with y'all before. That it's my intuition, it's my higher self, whatever, my soul is telling me, like, don't wait too long because my parents aren't well. So it's not like, I feel like definitely not waiting till the new year, like going ASAP. So, woo, you're in Florida. Oh my God, that would be amazing. So, yes, so I'm a yes. And also getting to get clear on those dates. Who else would be interested in this? I would say it would be in November, possibly October, November, like very generally. And I'm going to let y'all know, like, you're going to be the first to know when I'm coming, just because it's big news and I want to share it with y'all. Yeah, like next month. Yes, I am coming very, very soon. Like I said, there's this urgency to see my family I haven't been in really 6 years, so it's a long time. I haven't been to the U.S. Um, so, so I'm waiting for clarity on where I'm staying and stuff. And once I get that, I'm going to buy the ticket. And then, I've already reached out to Michael Singer's place and inquired about when his talks are and possible places to stay in the surrounding area. So I've taken some action already. So if you have a desire and it might be accessible and possible for you to come to Michael Singer together, it will be so fun. Britt, I have you top of mind for this, but of course, no pressure from anyone. Please send me a private message. So EJ, send me a message, an insight or socials, wherever. And what I'll do is I will put you on a list to notify when I know the dates of when I'm coming and possible dates to go to Singer's Place. And then we'll go from there. So, anyone else, that would be amazing. And if you don't know who Michael Singer is, I have many live stream replays where we've done his talks in my lives. I will continue that when I have more space in my schedule to have more live streams. And he's the author of Untethered Soul, if you don't know. So, let's get some clarification. We're going to use Light Seers Tarot. So coming back to whatever this is for you, getting further information, further insights, further clarity on what the yes is, further details for you. I know Leslie, Butterfly Rain, Melinda, a couple others. Like, we're giving a yes to the yes. Woo woo! I'm so excited. Oh, and another thing I'm excited about is, and I've mentioned this, I'm going to meet in person my first ever coaching client. So somebody that I've been coaching for the past 6 months this year. They're in the UK, and they're going to be in Bali in a few days, and we're going to have a day trip together. So this is so exciting because it'll be my first ever person that I'm bridging the gap from meeting, just being online to meeting in person. So that's going to be next Sunday, which is Saturday night for most of y'all. I've scheduled a live at 7:30 a.m. here. Well, 7:30 p.m. in the West Eastern time. Hopefully that will still work. We're still getting clear on some plans. But yeah, I'm guiding them in the Balinese water purification ceremony. So yeah, it's going to be awesome. Woo! So Nancy's got a yes as well. Okay. So we've got one card that came out. Oh, thank you. Yeah, well, you've been here since the beginning of the live, so you've kind of heard my story and where I've been at and my stretches and all of that. So that's what I credit it to. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for the feedback. And also, I haven't been with y'all much this week, so I've missed you. Woo! Okay. So, whatever this yes is, Does anybody not know what this is for you? Do you feel like a lack of clarity, or maybe still some indecision, or sort of like a bogged down energy with this? Or maybe you're resisting the yes, or maybe the yes is not an enthusiastic yes, but more of like a begrudging yes? Is that anybody? Thank you, Melinda. Love you also. Okay. I'm feeling like for most of you, it's more like a clear answer, but for Lisa, not sure. So this will give either further confirmation, information, or help you to get clear. I feel like this is a lot of just confirmation. We have the Lovers that popped out. We have Lovers, and I'll just give them all to you. And we see this often here. Page of Wands, Ace of Wands. You know, these cards are not strangers to this space. But what this is like a hell yes confirmation of excitement for some of you. Or for those who it might be a little more unclear, bogged down, not sure, or maybe there's resistance because this is meaning that it's going to be something hard or difficult that you're letting go of. So for some of you, this is a letting go. The yes means letting go of something or someone. It might mean you're choosing yourself, so that means setting a boundary that's going to be difficult, possibly, or challenging to share. So I'm picking up on both of those energies. Like for some, it's a clear, light yes. For some, it's like, okay, yes, and also it's going to mean that some challenging things are going to get to change and shift. You're going to get to stretch out of your comfort zone. And so the message is to embrace this. Embrace this as an opportunity, not a challenge. Or not only seeing it as like something negative. Seeing it as, oh, how is everything always working out for me? How is this perceived challenge also a part of everything working out? That whatever this is, within it has the yes. It's trying to give you what you say you want, even though the packaging may look like difficulty, challenge, hardship. That thing is actually here to give you what you say you want. So it's about releasing resistance, embracing this. So whatever, seeing the gift and the opportunity in the perceived problem or challenge. And now for some of you, you're like, I'm in love with this. And you're embracing it. For some of you, it could be this might be something romantic. Maybe it might be like you've met somebody and you are cautious, but they seem great or whatever, and like, could this be something real? Is there a possibility here? The answer would be yes. So this Lovers also can mean, this is the Gemini card in tarot. I'm a Gemini. This is my card. It also can mean choices. So you could also look at it in that way. And I'd say like releasing resistance, because What's behind all this is a new idea. We've seen this page many, many, many times. We've seen this ace many, many times. Again, it's just like you're presented with opportunities. If there is a sense of feeling challenged, bogged down, constricted, constrained, restricted, low, there is a gift in this. Within this resistance is the gold when you embrace it, when you start to look for it. Look up, look at the sky, look ahead, look in, look at your third eye. There is so much energy here. There's so much passion. The wands, energy, fire, masculine, creation, expansion. Great. So because if I were to, sometimes people do card reversals, and we've talked about that, like I don't use reversals. But if this card came up like this, so you might be in this energy of like, it's a yes, but there's a lot of bogged down shit with it. Then within it is all of this energy, opportunity, ready to be transmuted into all of this positivity. And for some of you, like that resistance isn't there, and you know, like you're ready, you're embracing it. So this is going to happen much faster. So what is it for you? You know, this is a group reading, so like the outcome, what you actually do might take different forms. It might be, oh, you're gonna like write that blog post or write that book or decide to, or it might be, I'm gonna look at, LinkedIn and who can I network with about my business idea, or update that for my CV and put it up there, or look for another job, look for another house, look at Bali retreats or whatever, travel to Europe, anything. So it's some sort of creative idea and spark. But this is an ace, this is a page. These are possibilities, and they will require action behind them. There's an opportunity here for you to take now. I want to see what's on the bottom of the deck. This is fast-moving energy, y'all. This is the fastest energy in the card deck. So this is why it's feeling so high vibrational, high vibe. The Chariot. So take this. It's time. Take it. And if you feel like this about it, do whatever you need to do to shift that energy. Fall in love with this opportunity. See it as an opportunity, not a challenge. So that you can get in alignment, you can get that download. Because at the foundation, at the root, underneath, everything's moving very quickly. Woo! I want to look at the Chariot on the Light Seers deck. And see what the affirmation is. And then we're going to get into the Reiki and clearing, so you can go ahead and start getting comfortable. So the chariot means determination, victory, speed in action, harnessing opposing forces and moving them in the same direction. Success, travel, haste, confidence, power, being in control. So I love that part about harnessing opposing forces and moving them in the same direction. That's kind of what I'm talking about too. And you can see, look, it's a black and white horse. So that's what that's about. You know, we're humans, we're multidimensional, we're multifaceted. We have all these different energies at any moment happening within us. We're not 100%, you know, vibrating at 1,000. We're a mix of energies. So the affirmation for this card that I want to give you, and I want you to take this and use it moving forward. It's going to really serve you. Your determined actions now will help ground your sense of purpose and resolve tomorrow. I mean, you can't make this shit up. Like, it's perfect for what this reading is. Your determined actions now will help ground your sense of purpose and resolve tomorrow. So this is, again, it's about the taking of the action. I'm going to type that out, and y'all can look at Lightseer's Chariot. Oh, thanks, Mark. Your determined actions now will help ground your sense of purpose and resolve tomorrow. So the actions are, if you feel uncertain, if you feel like this, your actions are going to help you shift into this. Your determined actions now will help ground your sense of purpose and resolve tomorrow. So, the energies are powerful. It's time, it's time, it's time. Fall in love with yourself. Fall in love with this idea, whatever this is for you. Fall in love with it. Some of you are already in love with this, which means in alignment. And if you're not, that's where you get to use that chariot energy that's underneath, that's at the foundation, to move you into that. Awesome. So let's get into the Reiki and clearing. Has there anybody who has not experienced distance energy healing of any kind, or in this sort of a format, or with me? Ancestral clearing, Reiki. Hi, doctor. Is it doctor? I'm just going to assume. Great. Woo, awesome. Butterfly Rain is new. Hi, Julie, Lori. Great. So, just very briefly, I'm a Reiki Master Teacher, so I will be channeling Reiki healing energy. And your higher self draws the energy in. So it's not me forcing something upon you. It is your higher self drawing this energy in. So, and it can give what I like to say, healing, cleansing, purifying, nurturing, balancing, any in all of those ways, on all levels: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. And I always add in sexual and financial. which that's part of the ancestral clearing that I do. So in addition to channeling this Reiki energy, you can, I also will do some ancestral clearing, which is a very specific technique that I learned from my teacher, John Newton, at healthbeyondbelief.com. It's very powerful. It uses prayers of forgiveness along with some other things. I actually have 2 ancestral clearing prayers that you can listen to here in Insight Timer. One is free, one is in the premium side. So, and if you don't have to do anything, nothing is going to happen that you don't, is against your will or nothing like that. So you choose to receive and be open to that. Yeah. And so does that answer very briefly? You might feel any sorts of things may occur. So you could have an experience of feeling like absolutely nothing is occurring to having an experience of a very intense spiritual experience. So basically, either end of an extreme continuum and anything in between. So basically, you may experience anything, trust whatever that is, and you may feel movements of energy, movements of the body, sensations. You might feel like laughing, crying, memories, images may come up, or none of that may occur. So since we do have some people that are brand new, I like to just give the whole possibility of experience. And I do this work one-on-one as well. And I always give those, explanations. So, yes, Laura, the cards have finished, so you can listen to the replay if you want to catch it. Dr. Alexa, awesome. Love that you are encouraging patients to meditate. Yes, Melinda, you can lie down. Ooh, awesome that you already feel high vibrational. Well, I mean, this whole space, it's a co-creation, it's a channeling. I mean, I'm channeling as we're in here. We're all always channeling anyway. So even just being here with me in this space, you're receiving, so so yeah, it's no surprise that you would feel that, and that's great. And there is no silly questions, Melinda. And thank you, Melinda. I'm glad that you enjoy my tracks and the sleep Reiki. Great. So, yeah. I invite you to unplug, get off screens, and just come into a comfortable position, laying down, sitting, whatever, wherever. Of course, use your common sense. That's all I'll say. Just use your common sense. Close the eyes, take a few deep, slower breaths, cleansing breaths. You may want to exhale with sound, if that feels good. And just feel the body on the surface that it's on. Release thinking, release mind, and continue to orient yourself back to presence. relax and release, surrender, trust, and allow. So I'm going to activate Reiki energy and also Solvana energy, which is a transformational healing energy that I also have been attuned to. And the Solvana energy guides in assisting in awakening, expansion, new beginnings, third eye, intuition, and just notice if the mind is wandering. It's okay. There's nothing wrong. And just orient back to this moment and the receiving of these beautiful, powerful energies. Just relax and allow, surrender and trust. So many of you give and give and give and overgive. and have in your life up until now. So this space is very sacred and special for you to receive. So allow yourself to receive on all channels. Surrender, allow, trust, and receive. That you will receive whatever is needed for your best and highest good. Open yourself to love. You are worthy and deserving of love, of wealth, of all good things. Infinite Creator, source of all that is, we love you. Thank you for loving us. We humbly ask that you open, bless, expand, lead, guide, and direct us into your perfect light, love, and life, and always completely, now and forever. Please and thank you. For everyone hearing this message right now, for all of our family members, all of our relationships, all of our ancestors, and all of their relationships through all relevant time, space, and dimension. For all hurts, wrongs, judgments, and burdens, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, sexual, and financial, through thought, word, or deed. Please help us all forgive each other, forgive ourselves, forgive all people, and all people forgive us completely and totally, please and thank you. Infinite Creator, for the highest good, please lift out all weight, pain, burden, sin, death, debt, negativity, spells, hexes, curses, black magic, white magic, guilt, fear, shame, unworthiness, and limitation of all kind. Transform them into your love and let your love flow back in and through us, filling and giving us all complete peace now and forever. Please and thank you, please and thank you, please and thank you. Please help us love and bless each other, love and bless ourselves. Be at peace with each other and at peace with ourselves. Please and thank you, please and thank you, please and thank you. you, thank you, thank you. So be it done. Thank you. If you care to come back to a wakeful state, just slowly, slowly, slowly allow the eyes to float open, gently leaving them unfocused, feeling the body, feeling and integrating closed eyes with open eyes. The space we were in with the open eye space. Feel that same sense of presence and energy with the eyes unfocused and open before you engage more fully. In 3 dimensions. It's very powerful. Thank you all for joining. So I'm very grateful to be here with you. Yes. One of my coaching clients coined the term rooster joy for these beautiful chickens here. I live in a Balinese homestay. So they have chickens. So let me know how that experience was for you. I do these sessions in a, modified way, one-on-one, everything you've experienced today along with the coaching. So send me a message if you feel the heart's call to reach out. Give a donation if you would like. Follow me here. This replay will be on YouTube, my channel. All my replays are there and playlists if you want guidance. Oh, thank you for sharing that, doctor. So there were tears falling from the eyes. So, and noticing that occurred. You can follow me on social as well, Facebook, Insta. And join me again. I'll definitely, unless there's some scheduling with the live same time next week, because my client will be here and we're meeting in person, I will be going live. It's already scheduled. And I'll likely schedule one other live stream in the week, possibly 2. We'll just see, because I am very busy with my coaching. So, it's been wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Jennifer, Nancy, Butterfly Rain, Leslie, Michelle, Jay, EJ. Oh yes, and for those of you who may want to have a pilgrimage to Michael Singer's Temple of the Universe in upstate Florida in the next 2 months, send me a message. I'll let you know when my plans evolve and become clear. Lori, Dr. Amy. This was amazing as always. I'm so grateful for Insight Timer, for you all, for my life, for my purpose, for my work that is not work. That I literally live a life I don't need a vacation from, and help others do the same. Hi Lance, Tripp, welcome. Thank you for joining. I will see you all soon. Much love. Tawana, thank you. You're welcome.